Why do I love Tasty Planet? It's a hard question to say the least. Growing up in a middle class household with no really an access to console, handheld video games, or any form of direct access to video games in a console or a AAA games, I was left with the only option of video entertainment on YouTube and Flash games. You know, Miniclip, Full Mod Games, Newgrounds, and some other MMOs as Club Penguin, World Tanks, Dogfights were the forms of video games entertainment I had access to growing up. And I think this point is the most fundamental part of it. Growing up with Flash games exposed me to some games that were, well, not the best. Bad gameplays, horrible controls, tremendously low FPS, or just plain boring copycats, were the majority you could find online at the time. Of course, there were some good ones, and this brought us to Tasty Planet. Tasty Planet is a franchise of a top-down video games published by Vancouver-based studio Dingo Games. Dingo Games is an independent game developer located in Vancouver, Canada. Originally started by the programmer James Sayer, Dingo Games became a husband and wife team when he married artist Kristen Wilson. The game are focused on the evolution of a prototype bathroom cleaner called Grey Goo. Not Grey Goo, Grey Goo. The levels follow the Grey Goo as it advances from eating dirt particles to bugs and leaves, then tabletops, dogs, policemen, houses, a solar system, and finally, the rest of the universe. Not only do I love this game for its amazing controls, but as well it has a great gameplay and direct canon line that it often accompanied with funny satire or comments from the characters. Dingo Games got it clear. The game is about eating dirt and particles and getting bigger, and so the history doesn't affect the gameplay itself. It acts more like as a complementary add-on to give some atmosphere and context to the game itself. For a 2006 game developed in Flash, the controls are superb. And this brings us to our other point. Simplicity makes perfect. Controls? Just arrow keys. That's it. Arrow keys. No need to learn different combos, strafes, or anything like that. Game is about eating and getting bigger, and that's what the games give you in each and every level. The simplistic nature of Tasty Planet is what makes it fun to play. And yes, you could make the argument that because of the simplistic nature of Tasty Planet, the game could become plain and redundant after each level. And I disagree. Simplistic makes it intuitive for the younger audience. And as well, the underline of the biology emphasis that the game makes through the gameplay make it more enjoyable when analyzed deeply. And I want to touch on this point, because personally, this game brought my now deep love of biology, sciences, and well, natural sciences, where it's basically applying fun mechanics to be enjoyed not only for a younger audience that is playing it for the first time, but also for the older audience of the game when the game itself is analyzed deeply in this biology level. Let's start by what you can see when you start the game. The Nano Research Headquarters. This is directly correlated to the scientific theory of ecophagy. Ecophagy is a term coined by Robert Freitas that means the literal consumption of an ecosystem. Freitas used the term to describe an scenario involving molecular nanotechnology gone awry. In this situation, called the Grey Goo scenario, out-of-control self-replicating nanorobots consume entire ecosystems, resulting in a global ecophagy. Perhaps the earliest recognized and best known danger of molecular nanotechnology is the risk that self-replicating nanorobots capable of functioning autonomously in the natural environment, could quickly convert that natural environment, that could be biomass, into replicas of themselves, called nanomass, on a global basis. A scenario usually referred to as the grey goo problem, but perhaps more properly termed as global ecophagy. We have passed from a simple blob game, eating, to having direct fundamentals with nanotechnology, molecular nanotechnology, and ecological science being a global ecophagy and an ecocide. Other things that we can see is the usage of units of measurement of the game. Were introduced from micrometers to megameters through the whole game, having a gradual scale of growth that makes the concept easy to understand and grasp. Before the full game release in 2006, there was a Tasty Planet demo available at Dingo Games website, where the concept of microbiology is deep dived even more. Although both games start with grey goo eating deer particles, the demo version also shows us organisms such as bacterium, amoebas, pseudopods, and others, showing as parts of the macrobiology the concept of animal kingdoms, such as eukaryotic organisms, protozoa, fungi, algae, and animal kingdom. In between, we see different levels with a palatine growth of the grey goo, where it expands by eating things such as red blood cells, macrophages, white blood cells, then it goes for aphids, rocks, branches, tree, etc. Finally ends not only with the ecocide of the whole Earth, the grey goo will try to expand more, touching on the fields of sciences such as astronomy and quantum physics, eating the solar system, the Milky Way, galaxy clusters, nebulas, until it tries to eat the fabric of space and time and it becomes so big it implodes, thus causing the universe to begin again. Tasty Planet 2006 had a huge impact on me as a kid. It made me want to research every single thing I saw in the game, and it increased my enjoyment of natural sciences that I still love to this very day. This game is truly one of the best Flash games, and I encourage everyone that likes Flash games, natural sciences, or the weirdos that like Doomsday Apocalypses, to try this game at least one time. Thank you for watching. What up broskis, Torbeck here. I just wanted to say as a side note that I found some great links about people basically telling their experiences and talking about the game and having a similar experience to mine. They're very interesting, and if you want to take a look at them, I'll leave them on the video right now as well on the description. That's it. I'll leave the sources of the video for you now, guys. See you. No, I will not play the following Tasty Planet games. I don't like them.